So the Indianapolis Colts in the 2022 training camp has been a major disappointment. You know, brand new quarterback, new weapons, and you're going, JDW, this offense should be doing much better than it is now. Is there cause for concern? Is this offense not going to be good? You know, what's wrong? Oh, we're already going through this crappy offense stuff again. It's what happens when you have a new quarterback. You can't expect a quarterback to come in and, you know, it doesn't matter how old they are. It doesn't matter if they've been in the league for 15 years, for 9, 10, 15 years. It doesn't matter. When you have to go and learn new players, your offensive line, your running backs, how they cut, how they get in and out of cuts, how fast they are, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, where do they catch the ball the best? What does that player like to do? There is so much that the quarterback has to come in and learn. Matt Ryan can't learn everything to perfection in 3 months. He just can't do that. A human being just cannot do that. So Matt Ryan is going to come in and he's going to get it down. It's going to take a little while. It's not going to be bam, click. He's going to have it right away. Also got to learn the terminology. Yeah, the offenses from Atlanta to Indy have their similarities, but there's always differences. There's always these different things here and there that make an offense its unique offense, its unique self. So another thing is about Matt Ryan is that what is going to be a lot better this year. You know, we still have a whole month before the season. Don't be worrying so much. We're gonna be fine. Now, if they're struggling big time, comes closer to the season, there's more reports, then I'm gonna be a little worried. But it's still early. Thing is, we need to come out hot this year. We need to overcome a lot this year. We need to defeat history. Houston in week 1, we have to be ready to go. We can't go 0-1 in the division. We can't go 0-2 in the division and fall to Jacksonville the week after. Week 3, we play the Chiefs. Chances are we'll lose the first 2 games. We're going to lose the Chiefs game. Colts, though, they find a way to beat those teams. Even if they lose to Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars the 2 previous weeks, they'll find a way to beat KC. It's just the way the Colts are. Then you go to Tennessee. Conference is high, right? But your division record is already 0-2. If you do end up losing the first 4 games, you cannot have a slow start because you lose the first 4 games. You're 0-4 overall, right? It's difficult enough to make the playoffs like that. But you're 0-4 in the conference, and you're 0-3 in your division. You cannot start 0-4. You cannot start 1-3 and just beat one of these teams. I'd rather beat 2 of the AFC South teams, start 2-2, and maybe lose to the Chiefs. But then that would maybe impact us later towards standings because this team is going to be very good this year. 12+ wins, I'm telling you now. I'm calling it now. But we need to come out strong. Matt Ryan's going to make sure they will. Because Matt Ryan is a little different from Frank Reich. A little different from a leader standpoint. Matt Ryan is going to get in your ear. Matt Ryan is not going to see you do something wrong and say, oh, next time. We're going to figure out next time. No, he's not going to wait until something bad happens in the game to correct it. Matt Ryan sees it bad there. He's going to get on their asses early, get it done early, get it fixed before anything bad does happen. You know, I love Frank Reich. He's an awesome head coach. He's very smart, creative, and his mentality is amazing. And he's a player's coach. He's not the one to yell, and that's his style. I respect that. But that's why Matt Ryan is so important. Because you do need someone on their asses. You do need someone in their ear yelling at them when they do something wrong. Last year, right, versus the Philip Rivers year. Let's compare those 2 years. So, last year we did so many little things wrong every single week. It was little mistakes that cost us every single game. Those little mistakes ultimately made us lose against the Baltimore Ravens. We lost versus the Rams. We lost versus the Titans. Lost versus the Bucks. 3 or 4 of those games, we were up 14 or more points. 10 or more points. And we lost 3 of the 4. And we did lose the Rams too, but we weren't, up a considerable amount. 2 possessions. So, this team is going to be technically sound. When you have a quarterback, when you have someone on that field that's not going to tolerate any bullshit, your anxiety is to a certain level when that player is around. Your up and you're ready to go when that player's around. He motivates you. He keeps you going. And there's this thing called the bell curve. It's a well-known thing in the psychology aspect of sports. So the bell curve is like a mountain, right? It's like a chart. It's like a mountain. And to the left, it's like low anxiety equals to a bad output in performance. When you don't have enough anxiety, when you don't have some anxiety, you don't care enough. When you have anxiety in the middle, like, you can control it, but you feel it, you're embracing it, and you feel that anxiety a decent amount. That leads to the best output and performance. And then when your anxiety is sky high, uncontrollably, your performance is just like it would be if you would have low anxiety, because you not care enough. And then when your mind is going, sky high anxiety, you can't think about the game. You can't think about the moment, what you need to do in that play in that specific time, instead of worrying about, oh, what if I trip up? Or what if this happens? It cuts into the game. So when the anxiety is in the middle, it's good. But you don't want the anxiety super high or super low. You want some worry in the middle. That's what keeps a player going. That's what keeps a player playing at their very best. So, you guys let me know what you think about this offense. Do you guys think this offense is gonna bounce back quick? How long do you think it's gonna take Matt Ryan to really learn the offense? Was it gonna be like halfway through the season, a quarter of the way? Better be soon. Because we need it week 1. We need it week 2, 4, and 3. I don't know why I said 4 and 3. Whatever. But you guys let me know what you think. Thank you for tuning into the JDW Sports Talk Show, where your fans welcome. Make sure you go look up that bell curve. Go look at it, and you'll see what I mean about that. I might not have explained it the best way, but if you go look it up, you might know what I'm talking about a little more. You might understand it. Go watch a video or something. Maybe I'll link a video. Maybe not. But you guys let me know what you think. Thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where your fans welcome. This is JDW. I'm signing off.